my phone a little bit. Don't judge me. This is a poem called Lovingly. I wrote it, so you might want to cover your ears. I'd like to propose a toast. Here's to us, a generation of kids lost without a clue. A generation of kids, ankles tied, stumbling to get through. A generation of kids struggling to figure out what it means to be human. And some have figured that out way too soon, man. The baby boomers hate us, but look at what we're a product of. A generation of kids taught to hide our love. Dreamers and lovers tucked away into locked up cupboards. Cramped and confused, suppressed and abused. We find solace in our common insecurity as we reminisce about our childhood purity, about a time when it didn't take so much effort just to feel happy. I know, way too sappy. Then allow me to snap you back into reality, because I hate to break it to you, but good cheekbones don't count for a personality. See, you know who you are. See, life is beautiful for the beautiful. Because if you're smiling in front of the pastor's camera, all of your sins are excusable. Critically egotistical, so let's talk about me. I swore that I would keep poetry as just a hobby, but... See, because I'm starting to realize that I don't matter. Because I'm like a cheap hotel. No lobby. No car, no girl, and no reason to care. Because I still have my luscious hair. And of course my cripplingly self-destructive tendencies, but that doesn't rhyme, so... We the generation broke before we even built, fighting with swords without a hilt. A generation, And man, maybe the school should be footing our bills because these meds ain't cheap, a chemical lullaby to help us fall asleep. I'm feeding off the angst that I once abhorred. A generation that out self-defense is self-absorbed. And you could shake your head and say that this is all a coincidence, but one thing's for sure, man, none of us have been the same since. Nah, but listen, this isn't a poem trying to be all woe is me, look at me, slash my wrist for all the world to see, just how sad and edgy I can be. Nah, that's just plain narcissistic. And if you thought that's the point of this poem, then you just missed it. This isn't a poem about me. It's about generational relatability. Don't just love thy neighbor, understand thy neighbor. Dispel our fears and open your ears and become one another's saviors. Nah, but I gotta slow it down, I'm getting too real. Gotta slow it down for those of you who forgot how to feel. For those who feel an incessant need to categorize themselves by some articles on BuzzFeed. You know who you are. Ah, but wait, I'm forgetting something. How can we have a proper toast without first saying grace? Feel free to join me. Dear whoever the hell is out there, as I'm sure that you're painfully aware, I want to go into comedy, because I believe that it's important to laugh at our tragedy. Because laughing in the face of misery suits me just fine, and if life's a joke, then I want to be the punchline. And so, I'd like to round out this toast. Here's to us. Here's to the generation of ragtags and eye bags. Here's to the generation of sleeping in past noon and long sleeves in June. Here's to the generation of dead man walking. No one's listening, but dead man still talking. Here's to us. Here's to the people who we were, are, and going to be. Here's to the generation that hates itself so lovingly. Peace.